Guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Sarah. This is No BS Beauty. Really quick, if you found my videos helpful, please subscribe. I purchase all these products with my own money. I think it gives me a more independent view of a product when you've spent your own hard-earned money to purchase them, as opposed to being gifted them, typically. So, for today, I've been asked to do some skincare routine. So for today, I'm going to do my current morning routine. I've got some fun and affordable products for the most part, and yeah, let me just get right into it. I'm going to do a cleanse. Well, actually, first, I did a little peel. I like to do a peel occasionally. I like to microneedle, things like that. So last night I did one of these Soonsu Shining Peels. It's pretty, as far as strong peels go, pretty gentle. It's got a layer of oil in there, which makes it pretty nice. I'm down to my very last one, so let me get the box open. Oh, actually, I've got a couple left. I might have just finished the last one, but one of these is pretty big, so it lasts you a while. Shake it up, and you can apply it. Leave it on your skin for a few minutes as you tolerate. Sometimes I'll be able to leave it on for 2 minutes. Sometimes I'll be able to leave it on for 5 or 6 or longer. So, and you can apply additional layers as your skin tolerates it. But definitely do some research on peels. I'll link to it below, because peels aren't something you typically want to mess with, just like lasers and things like that. So, okay, but there's a lot of peels that are more complicated where you need to apply like a neutralizing layer. This one's a pretty good one for beginners. So, okay, so I'm first going to do a light cleanse. Don't be disturbed by my bowl in here. I've got my grapefruit dish bowl in here. Our kitchen still isn't done, so it's kind of gross, but I don't know where else to rinse a bowl out in my house, because my sink isn't currently in yet. So, okay, so first I'm going to do a quick cleanse. Let me grab my cleanser here. I'm going to use this one from Kaine. What is this one called? Their Kombu Jelly Oil Cleanser. It's kind of got creamy texture to it. It's a really nice morning cleanse because it's on the gentle side. So I will, and everything's a mess right now. So, yeah, everything is a mess. And I know every time I go to clean, Lincoln starts getting stressed out, so I'm trying to clean without stressing him out, so it's not as clean as it could be, especially with no kitchen. So, okay, here we go. So this one's got a really nice texture to it. It's just like putting like a gel on, and you apply it to dry skin, and it does a pretty nice job removing makeup, oil, sunscreen, layers of skincare from the night before. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. The easy part is done. Next up, I'm going to use some of these cotton pads. DHC. They're great. Or Shiseido has some really nice ones. They're kind of pillowy soft, and they're not too... some of them are so thin that they just don't... do a good job. They start to kind of break down when you apply it to your skin. So I am going to use the Numbuzin number 9 toner, which I did a review on last week. So check that out if you missed it. It's a really nice toner. Actually, my routine today is pretty Numbuzin heavy. I don't know how that happened, but there we go. But it's pretty nice. It's got a lot of good ingredients in there. It does a pretty nice job without feeling like greasy or anything like that. There we go. Skin always looks and feels nice after a little peel. So I have a gift card for a, what is it, a hydrofacial that I got at a silent auction for a breast cancer fundraiser last year. So I keep reminding myself I need to use that. But they're like way on the other side of the city, so I haven't done it yet. But I need to do it because I've never done a hydrofacial, and I hear really good things about it. And then I hear people are like, oh, it's overrated. Well, I guess I'll find out. I just got to do it. Okay, now that that's kind of soaked in, I'm going with my Geek and Gorgeous Sea Glow Serum. I think that's pretty soaked in. Yeah, okay. And I've been bad. I forgot to keep this in the refrigerator, so we'll see if it's yellow or not. Actually, it's still pretty darn clear. I have a whole dedicated fridge, and I forgot to put it back in there last week, and then it sat out over the whole week, and I kind of forgot, but it's still doing pretty good. Actually, it was just kind of hard to get to my skincare fridge because I have so much stuff from the kitchen in my beauty room. So it's hard to even get in to open the fridge up right now because there's just so much stuff everywhere. Okay. Feels nice. I love that serum. This one's great. I mean, for vitamin C serum, I haven't found any I like better. I've found different textures and things that I like for different days when my skin is drier or if the weather's different. You know, there's some different ones that have different textures, but this is still my favorite out of all of them. Okay, I'm going to give that a second to soak in. Then on my neck, I'm going to apply the NAD Numbuzin Essence, which is more of a serum, as you can tell. My neck needs all the help it can get. There we go. Yeah, it's a sad, sad neck, but what are you going to do? It's the way it is. Okay, next up for my moisturizer. A lot of times I've been using, I'll see if I can find it here. A lot of days I've been using the, oh, here it is. The Neogen Hyaluron Cream, but the last few days I've been loving the Alpyn Beauty. What is it? Ghostberry. Oof, sorry. Nails on a chalkboard. Super Peptide and Ghostberry Barrier Repair Cream. I've been using this one a lot because I really like the ingredients and it's a little bit thicker than the Neogen. So, and I'm going to mix it with a drop of the Pacifica Sunny Glow Bronzing Lotion or Bronzing Drops. So, here is that stuff. And let me find a spatula here. Here we go. Got a little tiny little baby spatula. I'm gonna scoop it out a good amount. I think that should be a good amount. I think that'll be enough. So if not, I can get a little bit more. And then here's the Pacifica Glow Drops. Da, 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 da. There we go. That should be enough for the glow drops. I don't need too much bronzing right now. Well, let's be honest. I like to look more bronze than pale, but okay. So I got a pretty good mixture here. It just, you know, just a little bit of that bronzing drops just feels like it evens out my skin tone a little bit because I've got the melasma going on. There we go. Feels pretty nice. Okay. There we go. It's cold out today. Well, it's not that cold. I mean, it's 63. Kind of cold. Fahrenheit, I should mention. Which is kind of cold. Well, I guess it's fall, but it's supposed to be warmer, so okay. I'm obsessive about wiping my mouth off. I just hate that feeling of like lotion on it. Okay. Feels like it's pretty soaked in. Probably went a little heavy-handed with the moisturizer, but there we go. Okay, now use my favorite Brown Lab Camellia Deep Firming Sun Serum. Give it a good shake up. Although there's no sun out, but still need sunscreen even when there's no sun out. And normally, if you've seen my morning routine videos, you know normally I apply my morning products I apply my sunscreen, and then I curl my hair. Because then it gives the sunscreen a few minutes to really soak in. However, I already curled my hair because I didn't want you to see it all messy. So normally I'd have a good, I don't know, 5 minutes in between. Which I don't right now. Because I didn't want to look like a mess. Although you guys have all seen me looking like a mess anyway. It doesn't really... Nothing surprising. I wake up looking like a mess pretty much every morning because I'm a bad sleeper. I'll sleep for like an hour and then I'll be awake for like 2 hours and then I'll sleep for an hour and then 2 hours and then I search online, shop online. I've done that. Won't do that again. I guess I need some water. Hang on. I must attend to Ike. He's 15 years old now. His 15th birthday last week. My baby's all grown up and a big, big guy. Yeah, 15 for a guy like him is not super common. But knowing the way he is, he could make it another 30 years. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Okay, now I've got my Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm going to put on... I'm using my Purito Pacifica Clearing Cream, which I think they changed the name of it to the Wonder Relief because they rebranded everything. I think it has a tiny bit of sunscreen in there, mineral sunscreen, I want to say, but I don't totally quote me on that because I could be slightly off, but sorry, now I have to wipe my nose because it's allergy season as well. I apologize. I'll look away. Nobody wants to see you wiping your nose. Oh, really quick, I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Got the Shiseido curler, which I really like. And you know, if you get an eyelash curler, it should last you, I mean, your entire life. You just have to replace the little rubber pads on it every so often. I don't even know how often you're supposed to replace those. Because I replaced mine a few months ago, and it didn't seem like it even needed to be replaced. I have no idea what the story is. So, okay. So I've got that. Oh, I should mention the shade of this one is number 21 Light Beige. I bought 3 shades of it, and this seems to be the closest for me. So, okay. Although now when I apply it when my skin's really freshly peeled and no tan, no bronze, self-tanner on it, I almost think this might be a little too fair. Well, whatever. No, although I will say, if you didn't see my other video, I am loving for self-tan this brand Summer Bay. They've got a spray and a serum for self-tanner. For someone that's bad at it, this stuff is awesome. This is just a mist. And then this is their serum. And it's really nice for somebody that's really bad at it. Before I was using another brand, Isle of Paradise. And it was the learning curve on it. It just, for me, it just didn't seem to look any way natural at all. And this other brand seems to be more gradual and look more natural with less ability needing to actually be able to know what you're doing with it, I guess I should say. Okay, I gotta wipe my mouth off again. That's my weird OCD thing. Okay. So we got that all done. I'm going to put a powder on. There's a couple I'm loving. The Canmake. What is this? Marshmellow powder. And I still love the Jour Soft Focus Hydrate and Set powder, which I hope they don't discontinue. It freaks me out thinking about it. I'm going to use the Canmake today. It comes with a little buff, but I don't use that. I use a brush. I use my It Cosmetics brush, which I love. There we go. It's got a little fun tints in there. I would say this is more, well, I guess if you applied it with the buffer pad, it might be more oil absorbing. I find it just to be very lightly mattifying, just enough where your skin looks even, but it doesn't look like super matte, you know? Okay, I gotta fix my eyebrows quick. I don't know what the Elf. I just have to do this because my eyebrows never, I'm never happy with my eyebrows. I never have been. I look at pictures of myself from years ago, and I always look at my eyebrows and I'm like, gosh, they just look so, they just don't ever look good. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do with them, but to me, they just never look that good. I don't know. Okay. Hourglass palette, Lighting Edit Volume 3. I'm sure this Christmas, or they probably already have come out with theirs for this year. But anyway, one of the very hot pink shade broke, which was a shame because I never even touched it. It's way too bright for me, but this is a different brush. It's the same model of brush. It's just, I don't use the same one as on powder as I do bronzer. Okay. And then just a little bit for the light pink in the middle. There we go. And I take my brush that when I bought it was $1. It's probably like $10 now. Might even be more than that. I bet this brush is probably 15 years old. Is that possible that a brush would last 15 years and actually cost $1 when you bought it? Is that possible? I don't know. Let me know. Okay. So, for my eyes, I really, typically, during most days, I don't do anything with my eyes. I just put mascara on. But I've found this palette in my stack of stuff. I don't know if she still makes it or not anymore, but I found this palette and it has this amazing yellow shade in here called Limoncello, and I'm just loving it. So this palette, I don't even remember when it came out, a long time ago, but I found the Limoncello color and I am just loving it. I don't know, it just is the funnest color and it's really easy to apply. So I apply it with, I think this is the Urban Decay finger brush. The finger, F110, I don't know if they still make it. I don't think they do because I picked them up for like $5 on clearance at Nordstrom Rack. So I have like 3 of them now because I was worried once this one falls apart, I'm going to be able to find another one. Anyway, look at that yellow. It's just so fun. And it's really easy. Even with shaky hands, I can apply it without looking like a mess. And it just gives a nice little metallic finish. I just love it. Yeah, that's it. How fast and easy was that? Really fast and really easy and 0 talent needed. Okay. Next, I'm going for my mascara, which is my new tube of the Thrive Cosmetics. Literally just got this tube. Opened it, haven't used it yet. I opened it up. Well, I took it out of the packaging yesterday and put it in here, and then today's the first use, so it's the crowning first use of my Thrive. Okay, I'm going to look in this mirror for a second. There we go. What would you call that? The crowning, the first use, the inaugural use? Oh, I should be replacing mascara more often than I do. I think you're supposed to replace it every 3 months. I'm not that good. It might even be more often than that. But I usually replace it every 6 months. So, but don't do that. That's bad. That's naughty. Okay, love that stuff. I think I'm pretty good. Oh, like the lip balm. I really don't use much lipstick, but there's one I like. Let's see if I can find it. This one, Peri Para. It's shade called Berry Coke, number 5, and I like it. It gives you a really light color. It feels nice and hydrating on your mouth, so yeah. Well, there we go. That was 20 minutes. That's not too bad for doing the whole skincare routine. I mean, I didn't really do much with my eyes, but I never do because I'm kind of lazy about that. So, and I'm not that talented at it. So, anyway, that's about all I got for my daytime routine right now. So, curious what you guys are doing. I love changing this one in for my moisturizer. It's just a little bit thicker, a little bit more emollient for the fall and winter, but the Neogen is great. If you have oilier or normal skin, this would probably be enough hydrating, but this one's really nice, but on the more expensive side. And I don't love the jar packaging, but I do like the product and the ingredients in there. Lots of good peptides. So anyway, okay, I will link to everything below. Let me know any thoughts, comments, or questions, and I will see you guys more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.